Hi everyone, my name's Sarah and we're going to be using the Christ Unwinding Technique today to help you to forgive yourself and to forgive other people. We all know how important it is to have self-love, but it's actually equally as important to forgive yourself and forgive other people. If we don't forgive ourselves, we can limit our expansion, and that is limiting our ascension. If we don't forgive other people, we can hold ourselves in bondage with these other people and relive the same lifetime, the same patterns over and over again, lifetime after lifetime, until we learn to forgive. So we are going to be using this Christ Unwinding Technique, which is a technique I developed with Yeshua a few years ago, with Jesus a few years ago. And this technique helps you to replace limiting beliefs, limiting thought patterns, and helps you to clear stuck emotional energy from your body and your energy field. Now, let's just talk a little bit about forgiveness first and why we need to forgive. If we have done something wrong and we need to forgive ourselves, then we buy into these feelings of guilt and shame. And we also make judgments about what we've done. And these play as mind tapes over and over again from our subconscious mind. And we can't consciously hear these mind tapes, but subconsciously we can, and our body hears them too. And our body actually believes everything it hears is true. So our body is also buying into thinking it's done something wrong, buying into these feelings of guilt and shame. And as I've said before, these are limiting your ascension, and they will keep you stuck. And then what happens is these feelings will be creating the feelings of undeservingness and feeling unworthy, too unworthy or too undeserving to forgive yourself. If it's forgiving somebody else, that's usually due to being hurt. Usually something's being taken away from you, be it another person, be it your money, your trust, your reputation, or your innocence, or something else. And basically that you're hurt, emotionally it can be painful. So our ego, which is our personality self, comes up with these reasons why we shouldn't forgive people. They don't deserve it, or if we forgive them, then they're going to have to come back into our lives, or if we forgive them, forgiveness is weak, or if we forgive, we might be hurt again. But actually, these are just excuses that your ego is coming up with, and your ego is that voice you hear in your head, and your ego is trying to keep you safe. I'm just going to wait for the wind to drop down a minute. And your ego is going to create feelings such as bitterness, anger, hatred, resentment, betrayal, to stop you forgiving. So just know that, if you do forgive somebody, you don't have to have them back in your life. That's entirely up to you. Forgiveness is strength. Forgiveness is liberating. And forgiveness brings you peace. So they're just protective mechanisms, these feelings, just protective mechanisms to stop you being hurt again. But what you need to know is that you are God. You are God in human form. You are the divine, and you are here to experience the good, the bad, and the ugly. So you can have easy things you experience, and you can also have challenging things you experience too. But if there's something major that happened to you, there is a soul contract for you to go through it. Something major that you did that you're finding it hard to forgive yourself for. It is something you had a soul contract to do. And the real you, the divine you, knows this and is happy to forgive. It's just this fear coming from your inner child and your ego which makes it difficult. So start by mentally forgiving. Start by understanding there's a reason for everything. Everything is an opportunity for your learning and growth, etc. And think about that often until you come to a state where you mentally think, okay, I understand and I can forgive. And as I say, know its strength, know its liberation, and know its peace. Then what you have to do is you have to, for full forgiveness, you have to be able to forgive from your heart center. So just imagine in your mind stepping into a lift or a whirlpool, and it's going to take you down from here, down through your face, down your throat, down in your heart center. You're going to step out of your lift or whirlpool, and you're just going to either feel or imagine a lot of love coming from that area. Now, if it's somebody else you need to forgive, you are going to send love and forgiveness outwards. Just imagine these people or that person standing in front of you, and send that love and forgiveness out towards them. If it's yourself you need to forgive, you're going to create that feeling of love and forgiveness, but you're going to pull it in towards you. And if you can, send it to all parts of your body. And as you start to use this technique and the Christ Unwinding Technique, what you find is that you're going to start clearing that stuck emotional energy of guilt, shame, resentment, hatred, bitterness, anger, etc. And it comes off in layers. So as you keep repeating the process, you actually are able to forgive at a deeper level until you can achieve total forgiveness. Now, it's also, and this is something Spirit told me, you have to forgive your body part. If it's you need to forgive, that caused the hurt to somebody. And this is because, I said, your body believes everything is true, so your body's then thinking it's done something wrong, it's bad, etc., etc. So, say if you said something really hurtful to somebody, then you could send love and forgiveness to your throat and your mouth. If you hit somebody, send love and forgiveness to your arm and hand that you hit them with. Another thing you can do is imagine forgiveness around you. Just feel it outside of you and breathe it in and send it to all parts of the body. One area it is very important to send forgiveness to is your physical heart, because that's kind of your hub of your physical body. So make sure you send lots of love and lots of forgiveness to your physical heart. If you're finding it really difficult to forgive, just know that these feelings, this guilt, the shame, the anger, resentment, hatred, etc., are an illusion. They're being created by your ego in an attempt to keep you safe. Okay, they're not real. I said the divine you, happy as Larry. So just know they're an illusion. And another thing you can do is break forgiveness down. Now, I found it really hard to forgive somebody. So what I did was I broke forgiveness down into what I thought forgiveness was. And for me, forgiveness was a combination of kindness, understanding, and love. Now, you might come up with something different. But then I was able to do each bit individually to this person. And then eventually I was able to combine all three and to forgive them. So you might want to do that if you're finding it difficult. Another thing you can do is just to keep repeating, I intend and choose to forgive. And that will also start affecting your limiting beliefs and thought patterns and clearing that stuck emotional energy. Okay, so I hope you're going to be able to hear this with the wind, but we're just going to use the Christ Unwinding Technique. So first of all, just find somewhere quietly to sit where you're not going to be disturbed, and then shut your eyes. And then what I want you to do is just call in the Christ light to help you. Now, it doesn't matter what religion you are, it doesn't matter if you're an atheist. The Christ light is source energy, it's divine energy, it's God, and it's going to heal everybody. And also, just on that subject, please know that there is only unconditional love from God and Spirit. You are God experiencing, so there's never any judgments or any unforgiveness. It's always forgiveness and unconditional love from God and Spirit, okay? And there's also no sins. There's no sins, there's no damnation or anything like that, okay? Just unconditional love. Okay, so with this technique, you're going to be seeing a few sentences. Now, it doesn't matter about your spelling if you can't spell them. It's your intention that counts. Okay, so with your eyes shut, I just want you to imagine in beautiful white or gold letters going across your chest the sentence. And this sentence says, I am safe to forgive. And then you're either going to put myself or whoever it was. So I'm safe to forgive, blah, blah. In big white or gold letters. And then underneath it, I am worthy and deserving of forgiveness, if it's for you, or I am worthy and deserving of forgiving, blah, 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 if it's somebody else. And then what you're going to do is you're going to see those sentences go up in the air and they're going to come down through the top of your head. And you're going to imagine them swirling around your brain, so left and right, back to front, back and front, swirling around. And as they're swirling around, just see if you can keep reading them. It is safe for me to forgive. I am worthy and deserving of forgiveness, or I am worthy and deserving of forgiving, blah, blah, blah. Seeing those sentences round and round. In and out and back and front. And then you're going to see that sentence start to swirl. Now I usually see it swirl anti-clockwise. It's going to swirl anti-clockwise, but if you prefer clockwise, that's fine. Down through your face and down through your throat. And what's happening is the Christ light is going with your sentence and it's cutting through that stuck emotional energy like a knife cutting through butter. I see it as a spinning wheel. And it's now going down through the center of your chest. And as it's going down, just keep reading. Imagine you're going to keep reading your sentence. See if you can imagine reading it as it's going down. It is safe for me to forgive. I am worthy and deserving of forgiveness. Or I am worthy and deserving of forgiving, blah, blah, blah. And now it's spiraling down and down through your abdomen. Through your pelvis, and it passes out from between the top of your legs and it's spiraling down to the ground in between your legs. Then again, keeping your eyes shut, you're just going to see your sentences across your chest again. It is safe for me to forgive. I am worthy and deserving of forgiveness. Or I am worthy and deserving of forgiving, blah, blah. See your sentence going up in the air, down through your head. And this time with your eyes shut, you're going to read it. Read it as though it was in front of you, like across your forehead. So you can imagine the letters, whatever color you like. I usually try and imagine them white or gold. I am safe. It is safe for me to, I am worthy and deserving of forgiveness, or I am worthy and deserving of forgiving, blah, blah, blah. Now, see if you can actually see them and read them. And if you can't, just imagine that they're there. And if you can't see them, tell yourself it's over and over again, it is safe for you to see the letters. Then this time you're going to see these sentences. They are going to go up your left hand. So they're going up your left hand, swirling around and round, up your left arm, over your left elbow, up to your shoulder. They go across to the other shoulder. Then back across to your left shoulder again. That's just because we store a lot in our shoulders, we do it double times. Then down the left side of your chest. Just slice and slowly over your heart. Reading your sentence, it is safe for me to forgive. I am worthy and deserving of forgiveness. I am worthy and deserving of forgiving, blah, blah. down the left side of your abdomen, down the left side of your pelvis, down your left leg, nice and slowly over your knee, down your left calf. Keep reading your sentence. Down over your left foot. Now we're going to repeat the process. So across your chest, it is safe for me to forgive. I am worthy and deserving of forgiveness, or I'm worthy and deserving of forgiving whoever. Seeing it coming up and then down through the top of your head, then reading it with your eyes shut as though it was on the inside of your forehead. It is safe for me to forgive. I am worthy and deserving of forgiveness, or I'm worthy and deserving of forgiving, blah blah. And this time it's going to go up your right side, so sending your spiraling sentence up your right hand, up your right arm, over your elbow, up the top, up your upper arm, across your right shoulder and going across to your left shoulder, and then back again to your right shoulder, down the right side of your chest, down the right side of your abdomen, seeing your sentence, reading your sentence as it's spiraling down, down the right side of your pelvis. I am safe to forgive. I am worthy and deserving of forgiveness, or I'm worthy and deserving of forgiving whoever. Down your right leg. Over your right knee. Down your right shin and calf. And then over your right foot. Then just with your eyes shut, seeing your sentence just in front of your shut eyes. It is safe for me to forgive. I am worthy and deserving of forgiveness, or I am worthy and deserving of forgiving whoever. This time you're going to see your sentence go outwards. And we're just ask your sentence to be sent across all time and space, to all timelines, all lives, all realities, all existences, and all dimensions. And then we just finish off just by seeing the sentence across your chest again. It is safe for me to forgive. I am worthy and deserving of forgiveness, or I am worthy and deserving of forgiving whoever. Then you just finish off by thanking the Christ light. Now, obviously, the more often you do this, the quicker it has an effect. At least try and do it 2 or 3 times a week. Now, what it's really beneficial to do is to change the sentences. So I've just got another few sentences for you to play around with. I am forgiveness. I now easily forgive. I am forgiven. I choose forgiveness. I am divine and innocent. Everything happens for a reason. I am strong enough to forgive. Forgiving, and then either put myself or the person's name, is setting me free. Now feel free to bring in your own sentences, whatever resonates for you. Just make sure they're in the positive and in the present. So you would say, I am forgiving rather than I am becoming forgiving. And you would say, I am forgiving rather than I am not unforgiving. So just make sure they're in the present and in the positive. Okay, so I hope you found that useful. Please do make the effort to forgive. As I say, it will keep you stuck if you don't, and it will bring you freedom, and it will bring you inner peace too. Okay, so much love and many blessings from my heart to yours.